just heading out. One of the billabongs down towards Quinta anyway. So what I'm going to be doing is, we're sort of mid-dry season now. It's way better right at the end of the dry season when it's really hot and the water's at its lowest level. But what you tend to get in a lot of the billabongs in Kakadu is the barra will swim real high in the water column, right on the surface even. So you can actually see big schools of barra swimming up. Now a lot of these fish aren't hungry because they're struggling to breathe. There's not much oxygen in the water, hence why they're sitting up high and they tend to be cruising. So a lot of them are more worried about staying alive. But yeah, sort of, I don't know, it kind of varies, but it's sort of 1 in every 10 fish maybe, sometimes 20, that you'll actually catch or that will get excited. So it can be a bit frustrating when you see hundreds of fish and you're only getting 1 or 2 every now and then, but when it does happen, it's so much fun to be able to see the fish the whole time, see them get excited for the lure and then smash it. So normally when they are swimming up high on the surface, what we tend to do is use smaller non-rattly lures, so something that's not going to spook them too much. So you want a small bomber or something that doesn't rattle too much, because they get spooked quite easily. So when you fish for these, you need to cast well away from them as well. You've got to kind of judge where they're heading, put it out in front of them, and then just real subtle jigs when they get close to it. If you're going too hard or you land too close, they're just going to spook and take off. So a lot of the fish you catch are around that 60 to 80, in between there somewhere. Anything bigger, and you see plenty of those bigger ones, they just, yeah, you hardly ever catch them real big ones when you see them. They get spooked. Even when the lure lands a long way from them, they take off. So that's the plan anyway. It's going to be hot, it's going to be very windy, so it might not be the best time to go fishing, but I got a bit itchy and I wanted to just go and suss it out. So like I said, it might be too early in the year. You normally wait till kind of October, November, kind of just before build-up or during build-up, when it's at its hottest. And like I said, the water's that deoxygenated that a lot of these fish are swimming right on the surface, nice and quick, trying to keep the oxygen going through their system. So that enables me to see them. So I won't use active target today. I do have it with me, but plan is just to sight fish some barra. So I've got a couple of rods set up. I got one with just a small gold bomber, a B52 gold bomber. Just the one with the 2 trebles. So that's just your normal small one, and then you can go up in size a few times. But yeah, I'm just using that smaller one, a bit more subtle, doesn't make a bigger splash, and hopefully we can convince a couple of barra. But I'll come back to you when we're on the water. Yeah, because I don't even know if we're going to see them yet. It might be too early in the year. We should still manage a couple of fish. But yeah, I'm just not too sure if we're going to see them swimming on the surface. So yeah, I'll come back to you soon. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is just follow this creek up. It's real narrow, which is good because it's really windy, so in here it's not as bad. I'm just going to be looking to see them swimming along the surface. Again, it might be too early for what I'm trying to do, but you also get fish just in amongst all these snags and that here. Oh, I just missed something. Probably tarpon. So yeah, I'll just slowly cruise along and we'll see if we can spot a couple. There's normally a lot of Saratoga up here. If you don't catch any barra, there's always togas in amongst these trees. And if you want to target Saratoga, something small rubber lure or anything that's really colourful, they love real colourful lures, especially pink, I found. You see spots like this, look, where it's just real shady, heaps of snags, pop it in there. So the water level's definitely getting low, and I can tell the oxygen is going to start getting low because all these tarpon are splashing like this, all the way up the middle. So one thing a lot of people mightn't realise is that tarpon have like a lung-like organ in their mouth. It allows them to live in a small puddle of water that's got no oxygen basically, until the rains come and it fills up again. So that's what they're doing at the moment. They could be feeding on little fish as well, but a lot of the times when you see them splash and then you see the bubbles come up, you know they're trying to breathe. Anyway, I'll turn this camera off, and if I start seeing some barra, I'll turn it back on. Got a little one swimming past me here in front. See, yep, he wants it. Oh, you hit it. See, I spotted that fella swimming down just then, and he whacked it. Didn't get the hook up though. He was only probably 50 odd, 60 maybe. Not a very big one. But I just seen him cruising down. And that's what I'm going to keep doing, just slowly keep going up. And when I reach the top of this where it gets real narrow, I'll turn around and come back and just go back and forward and hopefully find a couple of barra. The thing about fishing out here, even when you're not catching many, you see so much cool stuff. There's heaps of wildlife. You can hear all the birds in the background when I shut up. And yeah, I mean, you get a lot of ferals as well, which are always cool to see, but they're not good for the environment here, especially all the big buffalo that you find up on these edges of this creek. But anyway, the point of that was, even when there's not a huge amount of fish, you still have a pretty good time just looking at all the wildlife. And like I said, if you're always targeting barra, but if you can't get them, you can always catch different type of fish in here. You just change up the way you're fishing and what lure you're using, and you can catch Saratoga and the odd brim, black brim in here as well. And of course catfish, but nobody really wants to catch them. We'll just try a couple of blind casts. So there's a little spot here, there's a stick under the water, you can't really see it. But, oh, not the stick on the tree, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there's a heap of bait there. Try that again, that was a very good cast. Get along the edge of that pandanus there. Nothing home. Another good spot here, so it's a lot of close quarter fishing here, and you can catch some really big barra in here too. We've seen meter barra up here, we've never managed to actually catch one of the metery. Oh, a big toga there. Yeah, we've never managed to catch a metery up here, this style of fishing at least. But we have caught some big 80s. There may have even been a 90 at one point. So you got to make sure your gear's ready to go. You got to have strong line. So I run 30-pound braid on most of mine. There's 40 on one of my beasts. This is just a Corrado DC. So it's got 30-pound, and I got 80-pound leader, which seems pretty overkill, but these barra can, especially when they swallow a small lure like this, they really can chafe up that line. So you want as much power as you can get. Sometimes I use 100 more when I'm in the salt water, but so 30-pound braid, 80-pound leader, because when you hook these fish, you don't have a huge amount of room to stop them, so you really got to be onto it. I think this reel's only got like 4 or 5 kilo drag, but I tend to use the Beast, which has got like 10 or 11 or something, which really helps for stopping those fish without having to use your thumb. But anyway, that's what I'm using. So there's not a huge amount swimming around at the moment. It's probably too early in the year, because normally this few hundred meters that I've just done, you normally see a fair few. But it definitely gets better the further up you go. So I'll keep going up and come back to you when I see something. I've just seen a couple of barra that they spooked off. I've got a crocodile swimming underneath me here somewhere, seen all the bubbles coming up. Yeah, so later in the year, when it gets really good, like this log here especially, you just see barra sitting all around that. And it's all about getting that right cast, because if, like I said before, if you get too close to them, they just spook off. You gotta get it past them and bring it past their face nice and subtly. You don't want to be jigging too hard or carrying on. Sometimes little jigs are necessary. As with most freshwater barra, that jigging action is what really excites them to bite the lure. So pretty windy. Oh, look at the size of that crocodile up there. Holy. I'm going to have to zoom in on the edit to be able to actually see it properly, but that's a big croc. He's heard me now, he's on the move. Oh, he'd be 4.5 probably. Which is getting up to that big size. It's the size of my boat, 4.5. So. He's a good sized croc. I'll keep filming and see if he'll let me get close to him. Yes, this little area up here has got a couple of really big crocodiles, so it's not a very huge space for them, but there's one bigger than this. There's one over 5 metres that you see up here. He lives a bit further up, so hopefully we'll see him as well. But yeah, they love it up here, because especially in this corner here, it's real flat in behind all these trees, so you get a lot of pigs and buffalo and wallabies and that coming down to have a drink, and old mate just sits under there waiting for him. He's also in a spot where I tend to see a lot of fish, but haven't seen any just yet, and I don't really want to hook one right in front of him. He's not too worried. Just going to let me get a good look at him. Oh, he might be 4, just over. There he goes. It's right, mate, just stay there, let me go past. So the problem is now he's going to be in front of me. I'll just move this way a little bit. I can still see his tail, he's swimming just here. And when you are fishing in places like this, you just use common sense. Don't annoy them if they're growling you or coming up to your boat in an aggressive manner. Just move from that area, don't hang around there. They're obviously telling you they don't want you there. See his bubble trail coming up here now, look. But his bubbles are back there. That doesn't mean that's where he is the thing with the bubble trail. You gotta kind of go forward of where they are, and that's actually where he is. But he can turn real quick underwater too, and you see those bubbles and think he's here, but he could have turned back in that direction. So there's a good way to know where a croc is, but you won't always know exactly. There's a big toga off that branch there. You're not going to be able to see it. I may be able to edit it later. He'll spook. They're real spooky, these. Oh, he didn't spook, but I hooked a snag, so that's not good. Hooked the snag right where the crocodile was. Let's see how we go here. Oh, there we go. Hey, just a little fella. So this is one spot where you don't have to actually see him before you can catch him this time. Here's a nice sandbar here. It's quite shallow. They all sit right on the edge of the sand in the deep water. And we've caught some big fish here before. That was pretty much first cast, second cast I think. So what I normally do is just have 10 casts or so here. Because once you kind of catch one or two, it can disturb them. Because it's only real shallow, so they get spooked off pretty easily. That's why you kind of hope that you get the big one straight up. That one I just lost was only a little fellow, unfortunately, but it's alright. It's a fairly unique spot, this one, because you got sand right in the middle with weed on it. And then you got a deep channel run along the right and a deep channel on the left, so you can kind of cast both sides as they swim up and down either side. There's a big swell there. A couple more casts and we'll go around. Keep going up. Still want to see if I can sight cast them. Only seen a couple so far swimming past, so it still is a little bit early in the year. I'll get up here and have a look. So from the other side of this sandbar it gets even narrower, heaps of trees and that. There's heaps of big mullet. Yeah, and you tend to get a fair few up past this sandbar, so we'll go for a suss. Not going to film too much unless I'm catching fish. It's or unless I see something cool. So I'll come back to you soon. Oh, tiger. Oh, it's good. Good little size tiger. Hey. Like I said, if you can't catch barra, you can catch a heap of these up here, but that was as soon as the lure hit the water. Just lift them up. I did get my pliers ready. Where did I put it? Alright, just got this togue up. Try and face the right way to get some sunlight on him. Such a beautiful fish. All those beautiful dots in its tail. Prehistoric looking thing. Anyway, we'll chuck him back. See you later, Mr. Togie. You've got to be a bit careful on here for crocodile, but I want to let him go softly. There he goes. Alright, see if we can get a barra. There's a big barra swimming. Yeah, he's on it, he's on it. He's on it. Oh, he turned off it. That was like a 70 odd. Just as I stood up from putting that toga back. Bummer. He turned and looked at it and then he said, no, don't want it. So I'm using a little gold bomber at the moment, which normally will get the nib. But he was not interested, that bloke. First big fish that I've seen swimming along the surface though, so that's a good sign. And when you do this, another thing, you got to do this during the middle of the day, which later in the year and during the build-up is pretty hard to do. You know, it's high 30s and it's humid as, and it's very, very hot, so it's a hard time to fish, but if you can do it, you catch a lot of good barra, and you can basically choose which barra you want to catch sometimes too, because you see them swimming, so you just choose which one you want to cast at. So I'll keep cruising up slowly. I don't want to catch too many toga, even though they're cool fish. I really want to get a good barra, so let's see how we go. Alright, I've seen a bow wave coming up. Took me a while fucking around getting the camera ready. Oh, there he is. He's only small. He kept going under anyway. Yeah, like I said, rookie error. I left the GoPro batteries and that in the car, and the other one's gone flat. It is on charge at the moment, but we've got another bow wave coming up the middle here. There's a barra after it. He's after it. He's after it. Oh, he hit it right here. There he is. He's not very big, but same thing. Just seen that bow wave coming up. Seen that little bow wave, and then he just smashed it. Oh, and there he goes. Yeah, it's proper good fun, this, especially when they're swimming up on top. Because then you don't have to actually find them, you just see the bow wave coming up. It just makes it so easy to know there's a barra coming. normally when you get those bow waving ones, they'll have a couple underneath them as well. They swim in 2s or 3s a lot of the time, so if the one that's on the top making a bow wave, if you don't get that one, you'll probably get another one that's swimming underneath him. You just see, I'm just going to go down here a little bit. Just go down to this little spot here. And then considering I'm still seeing them, I'll turn around and we'll go back up. Here's another bow wave here coming. Just to show you that it is a barra, I'll give it a go, but it's not very big. Ah, scared him. He turned straight away from it. I know for sure there'll be barra here. This is the top side of that sandbar we fished earlier. And there's a snag on this side as well, so I know there'll be some barra there, but I'm just going to have a quick look on the sandbar and just see if I can spot any, because you tend to get nice big fish off this little sandbar here. So before I cast in there and spook anything, I just want to look so I can see a big one in the middle. There's a couple of big barra right in the middle of it. So what I'm going to do is drift in towards him and I'll chuck a cast in there and see if he's hungry or not. I've got to find him again now because he was right in the middle. Like I said, it gets a bit harder this time of day as that sun's dropping down because it's more in your face than shining down on the water. He was in here. I cannot see him. You see another one coming up this side. Just a little far. He wants it, I don't want to help him, no, he's too small. Let me see if I can get a bigger one. So, because I can't see it, I'm just going to go along this edge here. And hopefully there's a big one sitting just off this sandbar. I can see one over there in the weed. One sitting over here. Oi. He wants it. He's only a little fella, but he wants it. See if he'll buff it off the surface. Oh, he was right under it. One more along this edge and then we'll turn around and go back up. Yeah, you'll see later in the year when I put a video up of this spot. You can pull up here on that side casting this way and just you keep catching fish for a good 20 minutes, half an hour. They just pack up here. School up, I should be saying. At the moment, there's not many. Turn this off, see if we can get a fish. Same thing, I don't think you'll be able to see it. I'll try and edit it, but on the edge of that tree there's a big toga sitting there with his head out. If I cast there, I'd probably get... Oh, he took off as I said that. Yeah, I reckon if I would have cast at that, he probably would have eaten it. If I do see a really big Saratoga, I'll definitely... There's another one up there right on the surface. Another big toga, he's coming up. Another way too, you find these big barra before you can see them is, especially when there's no wind, you'll see bow wave just cruising down the middle. And that's when you know it's a real good barra. So there's a toga just there, he took off as I pointed at him. There's some spots where you just have to put a cast in. This is one of them. Not there. You try that again. You gotta try and keep your lure nice and low when you cast it. That's better. This beautiful little shady tree. Try and go back up into that spot there. Tons of bait in the water. Barra just out there, you can see his tail up. So you go past it by a fair way and just real gentle because you don't want to spook him. It's not too close to him, but close enough for him to hear it. Oh, he hit it. Here he comes. Oh, he went for the second. See if he'll go third. He's still behind it. Oh, he tried to eat it. Look at him. See, every time I twitch it, he gets excited. That's kind of what the barra do. That's a big catfish. That big barra just went straight underneath the boat. Where'd he go? He didn't spook, he kind of just went under. Oh, I didn't see it in time. Too busy looking at a great billed heron. And a big barra was swimming downstream and he swam underneath my boat. Slowly, like he wasn't scared. I doubt that I'm going to see him now, but I'm just going backwards to make sure. Oh, he was a good high 70 kind of fish. Too busy looking at the friggin' bird. Yeah. Got to make every one of them count because it is too early. The water's still quite high and quite clean, so the barra aren't swimming on top as much as I would like. So every time I see one, I've got to try and make it count. And that was the biggest one so far. Like I said, he was swimming right here and he went under the boat there. It's that big 5 metre croc that I was talking about earlier. This is normally where you see him, if you see him at all. It's pretty rare you actually get to see him, but I can see here where he's been going up. Hopefully it's the same big one that I'm talking about. He's a proper big 5 metre croc, this one. I'll see if he's sitting up here. For some reason he really loves this spot, and I've seen him laying right on the bank there before. You can see a slide mark going up to the back there. Alright, we've got a barra here in front of us. He's just sitting on the surface. Oh, I scared him. He's coming back though. I think I must have scared him off. He spun right back around too, but same thing every time I look at something else or talk about something else, a barra's coming. I've got to stop doing it. Alright, there's barra there. So I just did a blind cast then and like 3 different fish came out for it. Get out from the boat. Oh, he wants to stay under. Not too bad. So that was on a blind cast. Just up into this little shallow spot, and there's a whole school of them sitting there. I'll get him out and we'll turn it back on. You nice little barra. 60 odd. Not bad. See you later, mate. Right, considering there was a whole school there, what I'm going to do is spin around. I reckon after I've hooked that one, I've scared the school off, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, just from what I've seen then, when that one grabbed it, there was another 2 or 3 following it. So it's probably more than that even. And I think a couple of them were a bit bigger, so we'll see. Just spin around here. Spin around a little bit. So it's real deep along here, and there's this gradual kind of sandbar. So I'm going to cast to that shade there and just nice slow couple of jigs and just see if the other fish that were there will come back or not. There's nothing on that cast, so what I'll do now is go a bit further along. There's a great-billed heron flying down the river. Go a bit further along the edge. Those other fish mightn't have gone too far. I'll do one close right here and then I'll do one in the deep, just to make sure they're not sitting right on that drop off. And then I'll move on a bit. So I'll get one right in this corner here. I think they might have moved up a bit, but I'll just do one along the middle. And make sure there's no fish sitting on that deeper drop off. I'll try a bit further across the yard. Do this last cast and then I'll turn the camera off for a bit. See if I can find some more leaf on there. Well, I think I just seen a good barra sitting right up under this paper bark here on the left, or straight in front of me. Just going to see if it is, and then we'll get a cast in there hopefully. Well, there's a big boil, he might have heard me. What I'm going to do is chuck one in there anyway and see if he'll come up for it. He was right there. Oh, there he is. Oh, he hit it. Oh, he hit it again. Come, mate. No, 2 times was enough, I think. Try again. Wasn't a big barra, but still fun. I've seen him from a fair way. He smacked it twice. Just make sure there's nothing swimming past me here. And go one more cast in here up that side. He doesn't want it there. He had 2, a little small one here, probably 40 centimetres or something. I'll see if he wants it. Oh, he wants it alright. Don't know if you can be able to see that, but he hit it. Hooks aren't hooking at the moment. That's alright, it's good to know that they're actively hitting it anyway. Hopefully I can find a bigger one to do that. In so many Saratoga, there's a whole school of toga up there. Some of them are huge. Wow, there's like probably 20 of them all over there. You're not going to be able to see it, unfortunately. But it's guaranteed if I land a lure over there, I'm either going to scare them or hook one straight away. So let's see what happens. Wow, there's so many there. Oh, they all took off. Oh, coming up to another one. Scared him as well. Oh, there's a big barra right here in front of me. Again, you probably won't see it, but I'll see if he... He is. Oh, I lost him. He grabbed the very back treadle. That was a good barra, that one. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to sight fish him. There's heaps of toga up the back there still. Oh, that was a good fish. Might have set the hook a bit too quickly. It Grabbed him with the very back treble. So we'll persist. Getting close to the top here now, you can see there's heaps of tarpon, so you know there's going to be low oxygen levels, and heaps of bait as well. There's heaps of tiny, tiny little bait fish that they're probably also feeding on. Yeah, Mr. Spangled Drongo up here, sitting in a tree. Saratoga over there. So this spot here normally produces a barra. I can't see one, but I'm going to throw it in there anyway. It's a big fallen down tree here. There he is. Oh, I don't know why I can't hook him. That was a bloody good fish too. I'll try that again. Not sure why these hooks aren't hooking. It's a brand new lure with good sharp hooks on it. I just need to go a little bit slower so that when they hit it, they have more chance to kind of swallow it. Not coming back. Try up the back side here. The good thing about these bombers, especially when you're fishing in snags, you stop and let it float. And that doesn't just get you over the sticks, it allows the barra to come up underneath it too. Sometimes they really love it when it sits still and floats. And that can be the difference between hooking a barra and not, is just the way you retrieve that lure. So if you're doing a certain retrieve all day and you're not getting anything, just swap it up a bit, go real slow, let it float. Sometimes even let it sit on the surface for a few seconds, because it can take them barra that long to slowly rise up under it and whack it. So, oh, look at all the toga, man. There's toga everywhere. I know I keep saying look at it, and you probably can't, but just believe me when I tell you, there is toga swimming everywhere. But that's not what we want at the moment. What I want is one of these big barra that are hiding up in these snags. A little barra sitting under the weeds there, so I'll let the angle get a bit better and I'll try and run a lure along the edge of that. And we'll just see. Yeah, and he's only small, but these are good fun, you know. Oh, there's two. There's another one chasing them already. Oos! Oh, he tried to hit it. Oh, I can't hook him to save my life at the moment. Getting all the hits though. Just got to find that proper big fish that really smashes it. I'll go across here. There's an archerfish following it out. I got one of them. Right, there's a big barra coming down. He's right on the surface. My lure's just to the right of him. Let's see. Yep, he wants it. He's a good fish too. Saw him coming from a fair way away. Oh, this is going to be good fun, this one. Oh, it's a good fish. Just as I said, we need a bigger fish just to smack that lure and it'll get hooked. He's still pretty green, he just hasn't done a huge amount because I hooked him right at the boat. Yay. Oh, it's a good fish. Got him. Got him. Yes, that's what we wanted. Oh, he's going to be close to 80 probably. High 70s at least. He's all twisted up in this net. I'll get him out and I'll turn the camera back on. Alright, that's that one I just got. It's a good fish. I didn't measure him, but he would be low 70s, I reckon, maybe 75 at the most. Nice big barra. Smash that little bomber. He's been busted up from a crocodile or something on this side. Anyway, I seen him coming, swimming along the top, threw that lure in the perfect spot, and he absolutely smashed it. So, righto, I'll chuck him back. Try and turn the screen just so I can get it. Put him down the other nut. That's it. That's the barra going home. Off he goes. Yes. I'm just going to wipe my hands on my pants here, because when you're in a real narrow spot like this and you've just caught a fish, that croc could be sitting right under your boat, so there's no point trying to wash your hands. Use water inside the boat if you got any. Or just go home stinking like fish, which is what I'd prefer. Whew, that was good, and that was actually right at the top here. That's as far as I'm going to go. I'll have a quick drink of cold water and maybe something to eat, and then we'll do that same trip back down again. So that wasn't too bad. It's about 1 kilometre, maybe 2 at the most, that I'm doing back and forward. And I've probably seen only 3 or 4 good fish and a couple of little ones. So there's not a huge amount, but if I can catch a few more around that size, that was good fun. To see him swimming, and then as I jig it, to see how excited he got, and he just straight across and slammed it. So very good. Oh, I didn't record that one, because when I first chucked it at him, he didn't go for it. And then I let it float to the surface and he smashed it. Oh. In the net. Try and get him out. Oh, Jesus, look out. He's gone and tangled himself up big time. Right, another good size. Alright, little 60, something like that. Off he goes. There's a barra right there. Chuck it on the right side of that stick and bring it past it in front of him. Oh, he tried to eat it. He's going for it, he's going for it. Hey. Just a little fella, but he went for it. I've got a big barra in front of me here. Oh, he turned back to the right. Oh, that went straight over where he was. Try this cast in here again. Now this one's going to be a bit tricky. There's a big barra sitting just down in front of this log here. I can see his tail sitting up and his head sitting down towards me. It's in a mongrel spot. Let's see what happens. Oh, he turned away from it. Spewing because that cast wasn't too bad. Another good barra just out from that pandanus there. Chuck it up past him. Oh, I scared him. Oh, another one came out for it though. Oh. Yeah, scared the one I wanted, and another one came out for it. And again, I could just be casting in all of these little spots because they've probably got barra in them, but my goal today is to see the fish I'm catching. So there's just something about sight casting barra, especially when they get over that kind of 70 centimetre mark, when you can watch them react to your lure and then smash it. It's just next level. It's kind of like active target fishing without the active target. And it's heaps of fun, especially when you can hook those bigger ones like that one I got before. It's pretty nice. And hopefully I can show you on the camera how excited they get when you do that little jigging action. If you're just winding, they might follow it, they might hit it, but they tend not to be as aggressive. But as soon as you put that little twitch in there, you can see their bodies just shake. They just get excited, their pec fins come out. So you can actually see why it's important to jig your lure. Good toga. So this is where I got a good fish before, so what I'm going to do this time, knowing where I caught that one, is kind of set myself up here on this corner and cast down into that shade down there. Because I caught one, but there was a whole school of fish there, so now that I've been upstream and come back again, we'll see if they've grouped up there again. So I'm going to try and do a long cast just so that I don't spook any of them. Right up in that shade there. And just see, they might not be here. Oh, that was one. Oh, he looked decent too. I seen him take off after he hit it. There was one there. Just pull up, do that again. You can see back all the dust that he kicked up because it is quite shallow there. So I can actually see where he hit the lure. Again, a lot of times when you're casting in a spot that has fish, especially up in this little narrow section, once you get one, you do tend to spook the rest of them off. Alright, I'll try one more, a bit wider. No. Let's see if there's one in here again. Just do a blind cast in there. There's a nice shadow with a big weed patch. Missed one there earlier. Not this time. Yeah, they all toga. Oh, they're all mullet. Heaps of mullets in there. Bit of a hard cast, but there's a good barra sitting in the Y of those two trees, so what I'll do is chuck it out to the right so I don't scare him, and hope that he hears the lure jigging. No, not close enough. See, the problem here is I'm going to have to land it too close to him to get his attention. I'll try go to the right again. Yep, he's on it, he's on it, he's on it. I got him. That's the one I was looking at. It's all about getting that lure close enough, but not too close, because you don't want to spook him. He's only got the back hook. Oh, that was cool. He come flying out of there and smashed it. Nice. This is going in for a little fish. In the net. That's the go. Very good. Yes, I've seen him sitting under that tree, and that's what I talk about. Like, it's so important you don't get that lure too close to him, even though you probably want to chuck it right next to him. If you do that, you'll spook him instead of getting a feed reaction. He's not a bad fish. He's a nice clean one too. Cleanish anyway. Alright, very good. Alright, let's get another. Righto, back at this spot where I got that last one, so we'll see if I've only been gone from here probably 5 minutes or so. We'll see if I can get another one out of here. That one was just ideal. It was in a bad spot for casting, but he was head out towards the edge, so I was able to get one out to the right of him without spooking it. And then as soon as he heard me jigging it, he just flew straight across to it. We'll see if we can see one here. If not, I'll have another cast in this little spot. It's an ideal barra lay down this tree. There's a huge tree that's fallen all the way down. It comes right out here. And right up the back near that pandanus tends to be a good spot. Try that again on this side of the log. Nada. So soon it's going to be a bit tricky to see them as that sun starts going down. It's really why you need to do it middle of the day, from about 9 or 10 a.m. till sort of 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock even, but it just gets a lot harder to see them because the sun's not shining straight down on the water. But if you've got good Polaroids and a nice high boat, you can still do okay. That's where that last one was sitting, and no one's replaced him yet, so I'll have a little blind cast across this snag in front of me. So same thing, I'm back on this same corner where I caught one and I've lost a couple. Each time I come back here I tend to get a hit, but I haven't hooked up, so we'll try it this time. Didn't quite get it far enough, but that's alright. I'll fish this whole edge here, and as I float forward I'll get a longer cast into that shady patch. I can see a barra down further. I can see the bow wave coming right down there, so I'm going to go for that one now. So because he's coming up, I'm going to chuck it way left of him. And I'm just going to let him swim towards it. Little baby one going past me. Oh, he disappeared. Oh, there he is. He hit it. There he is. He come back for it. He was hungry. Seen him cruising straight up the middle. It's a good fish. Especially when you see it.
if I got in or if he got in. Lift him up. Alright, get this hook out, have a quick look, chuck him back. So I seen him on the surface and then he disappeared down, but I knew I had my cast right, so I just slowly wind and jig and he was there. He hit it a few times. Wait. There we go. Nice barra. Alright, mate. Off he goes. Very good. Getting a few. See if I can get another one here. Alright, we'll try it again. So I was just trying to blind cast and then I seen a bow wave coming up the middle. That's that last barra that I just got. We've been high 60s con size or mid 60s. Yeah, so he hit that once. I heard it under the water close to the boat, but I missed him, so I just did another couple of little jigs and might even see it on the camera. He absolutely smacked it. So you know a barra is hungry when they hit it multiple times. Especially with bigger barra, like normally you get one hit and if you miss it, that's kind of game over, you know. These smaller ones tend to be more aggressive and not as smart. Yes, I've done a few runs now, this 200, 300 metre stretch here. I'm still seeing a couple, but there's not a huge amount up here, so I'm going to go a bit further down this time. Let's see if I can find another one. Seen that one sitting up in the tree. I hit record, but it didn't go quick enough. He smacked it straight out. That's nice fish. Got one hook left in him and it's under his chin. Got him. Oh, and the hook come out. That's good. Makes it easy. There you go. Oh. He was just parked up on a tree. Seen his tail sticking out. That's him. Nice fish. You go back. Very good. We've got a barra swimming down the edge. Over here somewhere. I was going to find him again now. I've lost him. Just as I hit record, I lost him, of course. He was swimming pretty quick. No, he must have gone down. Barra just under the tree there. I'm behind him, but hopefully he'll spin around. Yep. Oh! He spun around alright. I've got a barra swimming here. It looks like he's got a tag or something in him. It's just hit him. He had some sort of tag on his back. Hopefully not the red one, because he wasn't hungry. Okay. There he goes. See him again. Hey, he's got some sort of tag and he doesn't want to eat. Fuck. That looked red to me. Anyway. Chucked at him a few times and he just kept dodging it. See if this one on the tree wants to eat. Oh, yeah, he does. Oh, where'd he go? Disappeared. Thought about it. Right, I just spotted a barra. I was going pretty quick. And I seen this fish sitting right up the back behind that stick over there. I'm just going to position myself a little bit better. He's not bad, he's probably a 60 or so. It's a bit of a mongrel cast, but let's see what happens. Yeah, he's under it, he's under it. Oh, come on, mate. If I didn't have to stop and let it rise over that stick, I may have got him. Went for it, eh? Oh, it's a good barra sitting on the top of the water, straight towards that bamboo there. Get past him. Nice little jigs. Yep, he's on it. He's on it. That was pretty cool. Watch that one. Not a big fish, but you know, he's on that keeper size. Ooh, nice ball. Get him off quickly and chuck him back. So all you need is a good pair of spotters, or polarised sunnies of any kind. I always use spotters, but that's my choice. And just standing up. I'm lucky I'm pretty tall, so it works in my favour even more so, but right, nice little fish. Back on this sandbar again, straight away. Just didn't quite record in time, but not a bad little fish. He just comes shooting up out of the weed on this sandbar. Oh, I can smell buffalo real strong. Must be some buffalo up on the bank behind me there. Got him. Absolutely smashed that. This hook out of him. This little bomber's doing the trick today. Just nice small. Does rattle a little bit when you're jigging it, but other than that it's fairly quiet. Doesn't make a huge splash in the water. Nice little barrel like that. Here we go, I'm going to chuck him back. Definitely a keeper size, but off we go. Alright, let's do it again. Righto, we're getting to the end of being able to see them properly now. It's be after 3 o'clock, might even be closer to 4. So what I'm going to do is just keep heading down, see if I can spot a few more on the way out of this little creek here. And then we'll go for a cruise up to the floodplain and just have a look around, see what wildlife's up there. We'll get a look at a heap of the lilies and that are up there as well. And all the other birds that are possibly there. I mean, as that water drops more, we get a lot of the migratory birds and plus all the endemic species that you find only here. Yellow Waters is a hot spot for all those birds. Those floodplains start coming up out of the water as it recedes away, it dries up. And there's bulk food for all kinds of creatures, so it draws a lot of wildlife into this one little place. So anyway, carrying on, but we'll fish a little bit longer and then we'll fly up there and have a look at the floodplain and see what we can see. That same big crocodile that was here earlier when I went up, he's there again. This time he probably won't move because he didn't hear me coming. I've been dead quiet. Well, he might have heard me, but before when he heard me, he tried to just move straight away. So he's a good sized king, maybe 4 metres. Getting the last bit of sun before before it goes down behind the trees. And then you'll probably be cruising around tonight looking for something to eat. Awesome. There's a big barra coming up. Didn't want to eat it. Oh, there's a proper big fish too. Like a high 80 job. You can just tell straight away when they're coming towards you, he was real wide. But, of course, he didn't want to eat, so go for the next one. There's a barra under the pandanus there. There he is. Oh, he hit that hard too. Only a little barra, but it's all good fun. Especially when they're real aggressive like they are today. Just smacking it real hard. Oh, two real big fish. Really big fish. Oh, he wanted it. Oh no. He wanted it and then he took off. Oh, that was a big barra too. A couple more here. A couple of small ones. He wants it. He wants it. Oh, oh, I'm spewing. I missed that last one. That was big. Try to get the same one again. No, not keen this time. Little barra. Oh, scared him. He's a big enough animal not even to be worried about laying in the water. There is some massive crocodiles in this billabong. He is just chilling. See how close I can get. Another thing you really got to remember with these fellas is they're not worried about swimming in the water, so if you really wanted to, you can come right out for them. And there's oh, look at the size of the crocodile right there. What has happened here? That's a giant crocodile right there, and it is not moving. Neither is he. This is really strange. This bloke's sitting in the edge of the water. There we go. Oh, he's up. So he's a good sized buff, and then right here, oh, that was a big crocodile right there. I'll have it on that earlier footage. Hopefully he swims away from me. Mate, you're sitting right next to a huge crocodile. What are you doing? He's off. Hey mate. What are you doing? Oh yeah. G'day. And then you've got, oh, he's grunting at me. Crocodile there, crocodile there, and then the big boy sitting on the bank. When I say big, he's not overly big, but he would be the male in this little area at the moment. And then he's got all these females hanging around him. We're getting close to that time of year too where they're going to start breeding. It's starting to get hot, rivers are starting to drop. Come build up. They'll be in full swing, but they'll start up soon. He's just getting his last bit of energy in the sun before the sun goes down, and he will be out during the night hunting, I'd imagine. Yeah, so that should be two females with him. That one's got a bit of size about it though. But you don't often find males together, and there's another one, and then there's another one. So you've got black-necked stork, or jabiru, they used to be called. They call it black-necked stork, but you can even see there, it's beautiful greeny purple, a little bit of black in there as well. This is the male one, he's got the black eye. So the female has a really bright yellow colour though. There's this bloke here, he's got that black eye, so you know straight away it's a male. And out here on this billabong, they're very used to boats and people, so he's not too worried about me getting nice and close to him. So you'll see this jabiru or black-necked stork, you see the yellow eye. So this is a female sitting down, having a rest. Look at that beautiful colour on the neck, insane. It's a black-necked stork somehow. So again, female yellow eye, and the male's got the black eye, and this is the partner here. So he's got the black eye, so at least you can see that it doesn't stand out like this female. That beautiful yellow colour. Mr. Crocodile, just getting a nice bit of sun before sunset. Thank you.